Oh snap, Glaze is going live.
Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I'm your host, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs, and this is my ministry. Hey, hit that like button, subscribe. Hey, today what I'm going to talk about, a story. How can one individual, the act of their being a coward, cost so many others their life? I'm going to sit back and try to break it down to the best of my ability. And what I want you to understand is this, folks. Like, to me, don't get me wrong. Like, when you're young, you dumb, and you full of you know what, you're not thinking. Sometime right now is the moral to the story, a lot of us got caught up into thinking with the wrong head. Okay? We didn't think with our brains. We thought with downstairs. You know what I'm saying? We thought with our private part. And a lot of times, people don't understand what they call, what a woman have, the vagina. Right now, it can cause a war. It can stop a war. It can do so many different things. So this story, what I'm going to talk about is this. Is about this individual. Like I said right now is, I know him, the first time I met him, we used to go to high school redirection. Redirection was a school basically for kids that didn't make it in a normal high school. So here it is, all the guys that was out there committing crime, making fast money, the young ladies is out there pickpocketing, boosting. Most of us got kicked out of school because once again, when we supposed to be in regular school, we's out somewhere else doing other things illegally, making money. So we was like, a truant. We wasn't going to school. So most of us was at a stage in our life that this is our last chance to get our high school diploma or get our GED. So I met this cat. He's from the Kingsborough, okay? Little D. I met him. Back then, seemed like a cool dude. So anyway, right now is, we became cool. Me, him, and Domino, or whatever. Okay, just so happened, as time go on, I went away, he went away. And as he went away, he met my brother. And they became like this, inseparable. So, like right now is our relationship, developed. We had a relationship. And once the relationship that we had, it was so-so. But it was based upon he was more tighter with my brother than he was with me. Okay, no problem. Because they did time. Both of them right now is, they was end up in the camp. I think the camp they end up was in Camp Monterey. And the difference was I wasn't as fortunate as they was. Like the camp is considered to be for goody two shoes. Like by the time I was 17, 18. And when I went away, I already had 4 felony conviction. So everywhere I went was like maximum. All right. Now, this is what happened. Okay. When I got acquitted for the murder charge back in June of 1987, and I went home. And like I said right now is I got down with the Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols organization. And when I got down with the Fat Cat organization, it's crazy. When I came home, guess what? I just been a murder. And nobody. I left my friend at the time, Walter Tut, King Tut Johnson. When I went in, Tut had all my artillery, guns, vests, everything. But when I came home, guess what? Here it is. Oh, he lost it, or a spot got busted with this. I couldn't get no gun. I couldn't get no vest from him or even from my brother right-hand man. So the crazy part about it is one time me and him got into a dispute because I had told Supreme something, and I guess Supreme went back and told him. So just so happened right now is, we ran back into each other and we met up. We was at Cypress and he had that guy, this little short little dude, had him with him. So here it is. He had him with him. I'm by myself. But right now is me and him got into some words. So he didn't like what I say to Supreme because I'm saying, look, man, F, he's doing what he's doing and he's not taking care of my brother. We're going to have a problem. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. But I meant what I say and I say what I mean. So here it is. Just so happened while we in Cyprus, my brother called talking to him, talking to me. And right now, I'm like, I don't know. I was calm, relaxed, and he was going off. Oh, man, well, cool. That's your brother and you lucky. Lucky for what? Because once again, like I say, he's not strapped, but his man right there is strapped. So automatically he felt he had the edge. So anyway, right now is, guess what? He talked. I talked to my brother. We all talk and squash it. Say, you know what? Okay, cool. Leave it as that. Then right now is, once he say everything was okay, you know what I'm saying? And he called himself trying to embrace me. I, removed my hand from where I had it at and basically took, what about the safety, took everything off, of the automatic that I had. So when they seen that, he like, whoa. He didn't expect that. That's why I was calm. Because the bottom line is right now, if he would have tried anything, he would have been going, his man would have been going. But it didn't happen like that. So to me, being that, at the time, once he said everything was good. So I think it was kind of like startling to him. They didn't even understand it. What happened was, because I had got down with Cat, and basically, they didn't want to give me none. He didn't want to give me no weapon to protect myself. My man Tut didn't want to give me back my weapon. But being I got down with Cat, he had gave me, some artilleries. So I was all right. Now, I'm going to another incident. I was down in Bessemer, Alabama, and I covered this before with my man. Okay, I was down in Bessemer, Alabama for Fat Cat Mother's 70th birthday party. So the difference is, the Cat D had a problem, and he had a beef. And right now is, I was in Bessemer, so I got Paige, because back then we had pages. So here it is, my man, my right-hand man at the time called me from Cypress headquarters. I called him back. And when I call him back, okay, now he's telling me that D, my man Preen, Rake, and a few others was there. And they was going to talk to somebody about a beef. And they need some artilleries. So back then, I was getting artilleries by, by the trunk load. So to me, I told them, take care of them. Give them what they want, plus go with them. Make sure they all right. Okay? Now, like I say, I'm in Bessemer, Alabama at a, mama's 70th birthday party. Next thing you know, here it is right now where, doing that night. What wound up happening, I got another page. And I wound up calling back. And they talk about right now is Supreme dead. Okay? How can something that's supposed to be a conversation turn into a beef? All right. Long story short, Supreme got killed. Okay? From my understanding. Okay, right now is when Supreme got killed, D allegedly picked up the phone, paged these guys, calling, chipping them, yo, man, crying, saying it didn't supposed to happen like that. Because once again, right now is, I didn't know who he had the problem with. At that time, I didn't know. How could I know? I wasn't there. I'm in Bessemer, Alabama. This incident, how it started in Long Island. It started in Long Island. And I didn't know until later on, it started in Long Island at this young lady house. That I guess the young lady was talking to D and my man Chip made, so rest in peace, at the same time. So Supreme died over beef that Chip and D had over a girl in Long Island. Bingo. Fast forward, months later, I think it was probably it was before March 31st. It was before March 31st, 1988. Okay, why I say that is before my brother came home before the violation. Like he say, he want to talk about all the other things or what I did, how much money I make and everything like that when he was in Sing Sing. You know what I'm saying? I came home in June 87, and right now he didn't came home until March, 31st, 1988. But anyway, it was before then. So we in front of Apollo Theater. And I have a couple of my guys, okay? My man GT, a couple cats that's dead. They had an army fatigue. They had a little Uzi. They had everything. But what they was being concealed. So just so happened we were in Apollo Theater, and this cat came up. The first guy came up was Chip. So when Chip come up, and right now he's with this girl. So I'm thinking the beef was because Chip was messing with this chick named Tawana. And my man GT used to have a fling with Tawana. You know what I'm saying? That was, but Chip was a little older. Chip was around my age. So the bottom line is, like I say right now, GT was 15, 16 at the time? So to me, Chip, what are you doing with this young chick? But you want to beef with my man. So my man ain't really paying no mind, man. Listen, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? She was more or less something I changed her. I changed my girls like I changed my underwears. So it was nothing. But I noticed the intensified conversation with Chip and Nee. And I still didn't quite understand what it was about. But the difference is, I know Chip. Me and Chip did a bid together. We basically grew up together. I remember Chip from Skate City days in Bushwick. And he was from Bushwick Project. Rest in peace, Chip. So anyway, here it is. When whatever it was, I'm like, come on, man. Whatever this shit is over with, man. I know you, man. So long story short, this shit got squashed. I didn't come to find out till you later that Chip was the crew that was there. It was that reason that, you know what I'm saying, Supreme died. And here it is, D neglected to tell me that. Why? Why you neglected to tell me that? The difference is, help me out. You trying to blindside me? Or what was that about? You never communicate the fact. That was the guy that I call you. You remember when I went to your Cypress headquarters? That was the guy. That right now is when we paged and asked for the weapons and you was in Bessemer, Alabama at Fat Cat Mother House. That was the guy that we was going against. You neglect to tell me that. Okay? But yet in still regards to what? He right there. Okay? Here it is. I got the M&M crew with me. So what I'm just trying to say right now is, guess what? You know, I don't know how that would have went because I know Chip. And to me, like I say right now, even when y'all was going at it, I like came in between that, squashed that. But still, you didn't tell me what the animosity was all about. What we had next? We got DK. DK from Farragut, you know, may so rest in peace. Malloy Farragut. That's the first time I ever seen him. I didn't know who he was. And it was DK, Malloy, and another guy like the same height and build of Malloy. Like I thought they was like brothers, like the Twin Tower. So here it is. Now we around and they talking to D. So once again, what the beef about? Okay, this time the beef was about, you know what I'm saying, Malloy. Okay, right now, and one of the guys that, you know, he was down with us, but he was more down with D, my man Rick. Okay, the same guy that got killed in Manhattan, you know what I'm saying, by one of the Alpo people. May so rest in peace. So what wound up happening was, as they talking, and right now is D and DK talking, but these two big dudes standing there, like they on point. They posting up. Like, you know, like they protecting him. So I'm saying, look, man, wait a minute. Listen, let them talk, get out of here. These big cats, they look at me because, like I said, I'm like 5'9.5", probably like $150. These cats probably like 6 foot or taller. They like looking at me like, you know. I said, yo, didn't I say get out of here? So basically, we click. And I know one thing, they got out of there, okay? So here it is, when Malloy and D finally finished talking. Not Malloy, when DK and D finally finished talking. And I'm like, right now is, come on, man. I'm saying Rick used to deal with, you know, Cynthia. I don't even know whether they dealt with one another. I know they used to talk. And, you know, the bottom line, come on, leave that shit alone. So long story short, we wound up supposedly on my behalf, because once again, I'm the security. I squash it. Because once again, we in front of Apollo Theater. Daylight. What the hell can you really do up there and get away with it? Okay? And once again, another situation that could explode because of what? A woman that Malloy wound up marrying. Okay? Now, when you sit back and you think about all that, and I'm thinking about that whole particular day, because even as they talking and going back and forth, I left a couple guys there watching D, making sure that he's all right. And, you know, my other guys and them talking about, yo, there was a bunch of chicks that was around. And they was like, you know, like disappearing. So I'm going like, yo, what's up, man? He said, oh, girls, man, they talking about you. I said, what do you mean they talking about? They don't even know me or whatever. They said, yeah, man, that's that guy Glaze. I said, Glaze? How they know me or whatever? They said, he's a murderer. So they running in the street. So I'm going like this. And back then, like the way, like, you know what I'm saying, the Apollo Street was, like 125th Ave, they had all type of major construction. You had all type of wood and construction that was going on that was in the street or whatever. So I stopped the young ladies. I said, ho, wait. I said, what y'all running for? They said, because of you. I said, why because of me? They said, because we're afraid of you. Afraid of me for what? They said, because you're a murderer. So I stopped. I'm saying, hold on, wait a minute. Look at me. Do I look like a murderer? And you know what? They stopped, look. Then they asked this question. What do a murderer supposed to look like? So anyway, they went on. As time went on, I wound up catching the case. And the difference is right now, okay? Here it is right now is, how did that situation really resolve? I just know right now is, DK wound up dying, all right? I think he died natural cause. But the difference is right now, I know that Malloy stuff, Malloy and his wife, Cynthia, I grew up with a friend, period. They wound up gone. They both died together. So it's still open. It's still a lot of, crazy stuff going on about that or whatever. And like I said right now, is to me, what I'm looking at and what I'm going back to and as I'm thinking about it, how can, somebody act of cowardness, like Cause, right now, Supreme his life, Rick his life. Right now, I don't know how many other life did this individual act of cowardness, Cause, over a girl. Like I say, they always say money is the root of all evil. Wow. Is money really the root of all evil? Or what's between a woman and leg is the root of all evil? That people do not understand. Guess what? Listen, man. Here it is. A woman going to do what they want to do, just like a man going to do what they want to do. But the difference is right now, is the moral of the story right now, what we got to learn how to do, learn how to be loyal and dedicated to one man, one woman. That's it. Be dedicated to that person. The difference is right now, when you give yourself to that one individual, you don't have to worry about playing these games, going back and forth, getting the individual involved. This one want to kill this one. This one want to kill this one. Over what? Look how many life was lost in the street over sex because I'm in love with this girl. Or this girl don't want you no more. She want me. Look how many life was lost because of what? Because of fast money. We want to hustle. We want to be down. We want to be cool. I'm saying here it is. All because of what? I count my blessing. I count my blessing on a daily basis. Why? Because I'm alive and I'm free. And I'm able to sit back and reflect upon some of the stupidest things. All the negative and nonsense that we as young men, young women got caught up into over what? Nothing. Over nothing. When you sit back and you think about it and like, man, I got into a beef because of this person over, a misunderstanding about a conversation because this girl didn't love me no more, but I still wanted her. So I got in a problem. I wound up killing this guy. Or right now is I got into this problem because I was trying to impress these people and I want to hustle. Come on, folks. Listen, man, we all have to be better than that. We all have to get our life together and basically refocus and let these young kids know, man, the street life is overrated, man. Be loyal and dedicated to your loved ones. Be loyal and dedicated to your wife, your kids, your mother, your brother, your sister, your father, your grandparents. Be dedicated and loyal to people that's dedicated and loyal to you. Listen, what I want you to understand, like I told you, man, a lot of people lost their life all for nothing. But right now, if we've been thinking about this, opposed to thinking downstairs, guess what? You know how many people's life could have been saved? Listen, hit that like button, subscribe. Get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story, a true story of crack, money, murder, and redemption. If I can change, anybody can change. Could change come from within. One love.
Is Panoxol right for me? Are you currently suffering from high blood pressure or high cholesterol? Then Panoxol is for you. Panoxol is an all-natural supplement that's been found to help reduce the need for blood pressure medications. If you don't currently have any blood pressure problems, Panoxol is even better for you. Panoxol is an over-the-counter natural food supplement with amino acids and herbs. These natural ingredients support cardiovascular health and may help prevent high blood pressure and high cholesterol, which can lead to heart attack, stroke, and kidney failure. Panoxol's patented formula was designed by an MD of internal medicine and is made in an FDA-certified facility, and its ingredients has been used in holistic treatments for thousands of years. Try Panoxol today and feel better. It's that simple. Healthy heart, mind, and body with Panoxol. You can learn more about Panoxol online at www.panoxol.com or by calling toll-free 1-844-PANOXOL. That's 1-844-726-6965. Start feeling better today with Panoxol.
Oh snap, Glaze is going live.